Good evening and welcome to the Year 13 Parent Information Evening. I just thought we'd touch base and just bring you up to speed about where we're at in the sixth form and what support is offered for your child this year. So just as a reminder, just introduce you to the team. There is of course myself, Mrs Napton as Head of Sixth Form, with our Pastoral Support Officer, with Mrs Gadsby. Mrs Dawson is our new admin assistant and will be looking at attendance. And Mrs Lawson is our Careers, Business and Community Links Manager and is working closely with Year 13 on post-18 choices and options. You also have your child's tutor. This should be your first port of call with any queries. You have your emails through the heads updates, but please do get into contact with them if you want to discuss anything about your child's academic or pastoral needs. So, goodness me, we're just over halfway through the A-level journey and what a year last year was. So we want to make sure the students feel supported. You know that we're supporting the students. So the reason for this presentation is just to sort of bring you up to date with what's on offer. So our core principles, again, are that our students are well known, included and valued. That's even more so with last year's disruptions in learning, and we do know our students exceptionally well. That we are absolutely delighted that they're back with us in class, and that they're back in the sixth form block in the social area as well. But we want to make sure that they're still safe. We know that they're going to have consistently excellent teaching. They've had that throughout the whole of the last 18 months, and that will continue. We're delighted that although we had some forced lockdowns, we never had to sort of shut the sixth form to students at all. And so teaching and learning was our utmost importance, and it will remain so. Want them to feel supported to achieve in their A-level subjects and their post-18 options, but we also want to challenge them to dream and to aim high as well. So we give them some full academic potential advice through reports, through our guided study, which I'll talk to you about in more detail in a minute, also through teacher feedback. There's also opportunities now beyond the curriculum for them to embrace. We opened our Freshers' Fair to all students in Year 12 and 13. We know that, again, last year some of the options to help around school perhaps were limited, and we've been able to open the doors of that again. And also our careers programme is fully in operation and up and running with Mrs Lawson, and they will be informed and really well prepared for their future choices and chances. So how did we get to 2022 August results day, them being happy and healthy? We know that they really do have a can-do attitude, and that they have taken ownership of their A-levels. And they have learnt some really, really important independent study skills, having to learn from home and through the Google Classroom. So now it's recognising that their free time needs to be well structured in school, and that they need to be really looking at their timetable and working out when they need to use the study areas and reinforce that learning throughout their time in Year 13. We also have reintroduced the guided study time, and they have their own access to free study rooms, the ILC and so on. And the one thing that I would sort of suggest that students really get into the habit of doing now is working on past paper questions. And the more they practice, the more they do them, the better they will become and the more successful they will become in their A-levels. So I sort of say that on average I would expect an A-level student to be doing at least 8 to 10 hours in addition to their timetabled lessons per subject, and that will include independent learning, some reading, the exam questions, as I say. But there is obviously this independent learning element as well as the classwork and the homework, and we know that the Google Classroom provides great support for that. And as parents, you can support that by getting them to plan their time much better. So as I say, we have a guided study time every fortnight. They have an hour per subject, and during that time they will complete work from each of their subject areas that will be continually assessed by their staff, and they will be given feedback for that. And again, that's not anything to make a student feel undervalued or that they're not achieving. It's there for highlight both to staff and students areas that perhaps need to be filling in the gaps, and really structure their revision time and their independent learning time. Some key dates in terms of the UCAS process then. Staff have completed their UCAS grades. Sometimes they might have asked a student to perhaps resit an exam, part of an examination, or to put together a draft proposal about how they're going to achieve that, because it might be slightly different from their target grades or forecast grades. I've set an internal deadline of the 4th of October for our early entry, Oxbridge, dentistry, medicine and veterinary. That gives us a chance to really make sure the applications are tip-top so that they can be sent off in time for the deadline on the 15th of October, and UCAS are very strict about their deadlines. Internally, for all other applications, I've put the 19th of November, principally because we really want students to be focusing on their mock examinations after that period, and really by that time they've probably done 5 or 6 drafts of their personal statement and are quite fed up of it. But again, we can extend that because the UCAS application deadline isn't until the 14th of January, and again that is a strict deadline. Some internal dates for you then. We have university entrance examinations if your child needs those, and are offered in school on the 3rd and 4th of November. And our mock exam week is the 13th of December, and those subjects taught at Sherborne are the 17th of January. The GCE exam series begins in June, and as yet we haven't got confirmation of a results day, but the date that's being muted at the minute is the 11th of August, but that could change. So let's just recap about what the help there is. There's obviously their tutor, and they'll have mentoring times with their tutor. Follow up on any subject referrals also the tutor will do. And we monitor attendance and punctuality every week, and we pass that on to tutors to talk to students about as well. And they'll have lots of support through period 1 and through our careers programme about UCAS and apprenticeships, employment and training. You also will have their termly reports to look at, but also we will then be looking at the opportunities for the post-16 plans that your child will have. And again, we're delighted to be able to offer opportunities for universities to come into school, apprenticeships to come into school and actually talk to students. You will have received a letter from Mrs. Lawson last week outlining a trip to Elland Road in October. This is going to be run by all the universities, UCAS and the universities and the apprenticeship groups, and all the universities will be in attendance, as well as large apprenticeship fairs as well. And even if your child hasn't been able to get to open days at the university, they will have representatives there, so it'll be a really good opportunity, and I do suggest that you book online and through Parent Pay for your child to attend that event. So obviously there's personal tutor, there's subject teachers, there's obviously myself as support, careers advisor, which is Miss Muse, who works with Mrs. Lawson and can do one-to-one careers advice interviews, and also obviously the pastoral support from Mrs. Gadsby, who also runs and leads on our Bursary Fund. And just as a reminder, our Bursary Fund is for any student who is eligible in a household with an income that is a maximum of £28,000, and students have then eligible for funding for things like their textbooks, equipment and travel, etc. Thank you very much for your attention and for logging in to listen to this. If you have any queries, again, please do speak to your tutor's child's tutor, or please do get in contact with myself, and we will certainly make every effort to get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you very much, and good evening.